roughly a third into the year, and so finally, trailers for upcoming films are being released, giving us a peek as to what's to come. Already, quite a few trailers have caught our attention, and so we wanted to share with you some interesting looking films to keep on your radar. Before we begin, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. At no cost to you, every new sub helps us achieve our goals and keeps us motivated to create new content. With that being said, I'm your host, Jamie, and here are 10 films we're excited about. Number 1, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Starring Henry Cavill, we have this action comedy. Just released on April 19th, it's great. The film is based off the book by Damian Lewis called Churchill's Secret Warriors, the explosive true story of the Special Forces desperados of World War II. We follow a misfit group on this off-the-books mission to sabotage the Nazi U-boats. And these characters are something else, if not a little insane. They are the group who got sent out to destroy whatever and whoever they can that is threatening to take over the rest of Europe during World War II. There's a lot of awesome kills and over-the-top action and explosions, but the comedy that goes into this film is just right. Make sure to check this film out either in theaters or later this year when it becomes available on streaming services. Number 2, The Fall Guy. This film broke the Guinness World Record for most cannon rolls performed in a car, and that's saying something. Starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, the laughs are sure to follow. The plot is basically that Colt, played by Gosling, is a stunt double for a famous actor, Tom Ryder, when he suddenly goes missing, and Colt is sent out to find him. There's plenty of times where I can see the I don't care attitude out of Colt. So I'm excited to see this one when it finally releases on May 3rd.
Hey folks, sorry to interrupt, but we just launched our very own merch store at fatninja.shop. We sell everything from t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and more, so we would greatly appreciate it if you checked it out. All the proceeds go to our future projects, so it helps us make any kind of movies and short films that we want to make in the future. So if you got time, check out fatninja.shop. Thanks again, and back to the video.
Number 3, Twisters. 28 years after Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton dominated the natural disaster film of Twister, we get the sequel, and I'm curious. I'm excited to see the CGI change and the new plot that's going to be there. Initially, the film was going to follow the daughter of the original two and continue on with their legacy. But now we get a college student who is now trying to figure out severe storms and ends up back in Oklahoma. While many teams are in the area, there's tons of storms coming up, and eventually everybody is fighting to stay alive. I just can't wait till July 19th when it finally releases. Number 4, Deadpool and Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman reprised their iconic roles of Deadpool and Wolverine in this latest installment to the MCU. So, the Time Variance Authority, who exists out of time and space, monitoring timelines, gets Deadpool and Wolverine to team up to save the world, and ultimately change some events to create the new timeline. We're going to be learning about how Wolverine's world came to an end, how to help Deadpool save his world and everybody in it. I'm so ready for this one to be released. So let's fucking go on July 26th. Number 5, Wicked, Part 1. Adapted from the musical play and novel of the same name by Winnie Holzman, we get the film. I'm really excited to see Jeff Goldblum as the wizard, then Ariana Grande as Glinda, and Cynthia Erivo as the Wicked Witch of the West. This story is going to be in 2 parts, which I think is brilliant on the producer's part. I mean, there's so much information that's going to be coming out, and how these 2 women come to be some of the greatest of Oz. And the story does take place before and after Dorothy arrives there. I mean, we have to keep her in the storyline. I'm just elated to see this, and can't wait till November 26th when it releases. Number 6. If. Imagine being able to see all the imaginary friends we once had, and have real relationships with them. Well, this little girl named Bay can see them, and with the help of her neighbor, Cal, she reunites them with the kids they once helped. It's a cute storyline, and with the cast and voice actors in this, I am so ready. We have Ryan Reynolds as Cal, so you know there's going to be some funny moments. And the voice actors, it's just gotta be good. I mean, we got Steve Carell, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Blake Lively, George Clooney, and Bradley Cooper, plus many more. So make sure to check this out on May 17th. Number 7, Horizon, An American Saga, Chapter 1. Co-written with John Baird, Kevin Costner wrote, directed, and starred in this new tale of the Wild West during the Civil War. So it's really simple, but there's a lot going on, as it's a typical scenario of how the West became dominated by the Army, how many lives were taken or destroyed. But I think there's something that happens with him and maybe his son. I'm not too sure. I have so many questions that I need answered. So on June 28th, I'll be headed to check it out. Also on August 16th for the second part. I just have to know this whole story now. Number 8, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. 36 years ago, we were introduced to Beetlejuice. Now we get a sequel. With Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, and Winona Ryder reprising their roles, and Tim Burton back for a part 2. I am so excited. So, Lydia returns to her old house with her daughter Astrid, played by Jenna Ortega, for the funeral of, I'm assuming, her father. Well, while cleaning out the house, Lydia tells Astrid to not go in the attic, and by no means say his name. But she's a teenager. She's gonna disobey. Now, he is up to something to get out of his afterlife. But what is his plan? I can't wait to find out on September 6th. Number 9, Inside Out 2. Inside Out was a great movie to watch with kids. I mean, I enjoyed it, and it was a great way to show kids different emotions and what happens when some take over or take a break. But with this one, Riley is now a 13-year-old girl, and we know what that means. New emotions. So Riley goes off to a summer skills camp, and yeah, she's trying to fit in, yet still be with her old friends, and just trying to grow. But anxiety takes over, and I'm seriously interested how they'll get this to play out. I hope they stay kid-friendly, as it's a great way to communicate with kids. So we are headed to the theaters on June 14th to check it out. Number 10, Arcadian. This film just released in theaters on April 12th, and post-apocalyptic worlds always have me interested. Then you have Nicolas Cage as the father in this film. We can't go wrong. So Paul, played by Cage, has 2 teenage sons, and one has a girlfriend that he sneaks off to see. But they have to be back into their homes before night hits, or the monsters or aliens come to get you. After many years of being in this survival mode, the boys get sick of it and want to take them on. So, Paul does what Paul does best, and they fight. They have to fight to survive, to stay together as a family. But does it work out? Go find out for yourselves at your local theater. It will be a good time. Thanks for checking out the video. Did we leave any off the list? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to tap that bell icon to stay up to date with our latest releases. You can reach out to us on Twitter or X at StudiosFat, or chat with us on Discord, linked below. We've recently launched our very own merch store over at fatninja.shop, so be sure to check that out. I've been your host, Jamie. Thanks again. Take care.